Hi YouTube, my name is Heather and I love anti-MLM content here on YouTube. Today I'm really excited for us to watch the next video in this Beachbody Coaches training series on the business activity tracker. And we're going to focus on the follow-up with new Shakeology users with guide section. I'm really excited to watch this video. And as always, please let me know what you think about this topic down below.
What's up, guys? It's your coach, friend, and mentor. We are working on the Success Club System Daily Business Activity Tracker, and we are currently in the section number 3 of Get People Results. And this next section we're going to talk about is super important if you're going to build a residual income with Beachbody and help your clients truly create lifelong habits.
I think that's a little bit of a dishonest statement because we all know in MLM you are not going to build a residual income just off of clients. You're going to build a residual income if you get to the very, very top of the company and you have hundreds of people in your direct downline who also recruit hundreds of people, so on and so on. And I wish he would say you are going to have the bigger residual income if you recruit lots of people.
This one is called Follow Up with Shakeology Users and Update the Shakeology Follow-Up Guide. Now, in every single one of these training videos, in the description of the video, there is a bit.ly link that is a download for all 3 of these sheets: the Business Activity Tracker, the Shakeology Tracker, and the Shakeology Wellness Follow-Up Guide. It's all downloadable in a PDF. It's in every single one of these videos, so you'll be able to find it super simple. I had a printer error just barely when I printed this, so it's supposed to be white. It shows it black here, but I'll still explain what it does. So it's super important. You know, when you sell a challenge pack to a client, they get the total solution. They get year access to Beachbody on demand. Maybe they get a new product, a new program early release, and they get Shakeology. Or they get the pre-workout and post-workout. Right now, we're talking specifically.
A while ago on Deanna Mim's channel, she made a really good point about how they say, oh, you only need $160 to start your business. But then in reality, like he said, it's 1 year's worth of Beachbody on demand and then 1 month of supplements of Shakeology or Energize and Recover, right? And so it's not just a one-time fee. If you're in Beachbody, you have to keep purchasing the products because you have to be the product of the product and get results on your own health and fitness journey. And you have to photograph yourself using the products and talking about how much of an impact that they made in your life. And of course, when Beachbody coaches are recruited, there's no reference to personal volume requirements. There's no reference to how people are actually going to make money in Beachbody because, say, if they showed the compensation plan, people would know, hey, if I want to make any money at all, I need to recruit a massive team. And look, as I advance in rank, I have to have more personal volume, goes from 50 to 200 personal volume points. Hey, if I want to be recognized in Success Club, I need to have 90 personal volume on home direct every single month, even though when I start as an Emerald coach, I have lower personal volume requirements. So I know that's not really the point of what he's saying, but when Beachbody coaches are recruited, so many important aspects are left out. So the top coaches like this individual can paint a specific picture about what Beachbody is and control the information that these recruits have access to and also control the narrative.
Specifically about Shakeology. You as a coach, you earn you earn 2 Success Club points, you earn a $50 commission, which is absolutely incredible. But here's the thing. You want that client to continue working on their transformation, not just for 1 month, but for life. And just the reality of a sales business and what we do, if they order the next month, then you earn another 25% commission, which is about $32.50. When they order month 3.
He was saying that we get $50 commission. I don't understand where the $50 came from because I just did 160. 25% of 160, and that's $40. So I don't really understand. And he was saying, in a sales business, you have to keep, you want to keep your customers on the products as much as possible. And it's not necessarily possible, especially in Shakeology, because it's so expensive. It's $130 for a customer. And that's a lot of money every single month just for a shake, especially when you can find similar shakes of similar quality for much, much cheaper elsewhere.
3, they order, and then you earn another $32.50, and that begins to compound. And if your clients are getting great results with these programs and they love Shakeology, they're more likely going to become a coach themselves so that you can show them how to get a 25% discount and also help teach them and give them the ability to share with other people and earn commissions and earn commissions to pay for their own products and hit some other goals that they might have.
So when we're trying to keep people on Shakeology, are we doing that because we want them to be more healthy and to reach their health and fitness goals? Or are we doing that so they'll fall in love with Shakeology and then eventually become a coach so they can get the discount? I think it's a very insincere process, I guess, trying to keep your customers on Shakeology or other Beachbody products, because in a normal sales job, if this was just sales, no recruitment, then like that's good practice. You want to make sure your customers stay on your products for as long as possible so they can get long-term results and you can form a good relationship with your customers, right? But you're only forming good relationships with your customers on the off chance that they'll join your downline as a preferred customer or as a coach. And so I think it's very insincere, and we always have to think of the motive behind the actions of Beachbody coaches and MLM distributors in general.
So it all starts with being able to help with the retention and retaining these customers and helping them understand Shakeology. So I'm going to go right over here. Once again, sorry about the mess up. My printer failed here horribly. But there's lines here to write your customer's name when they order Challenge Pack or Shakeology. Put the date that they ordered it. Put their name and then put their kind of their goals right there. And then you'll see that there's 4 check boxes for month 1, 2 for month 2, and 1 for month 3. So you want to check once a week with them on how they're feeling as they first get started with their Shakeology. When you get into month 2, maybe check every other week with them. That's why there's 2 check boxes. Month 3, just make sure that you're checking at least once a month with them.
Remember, with all of these follow-ups you're required to do with all of your Shakeology users, you're not getting paid for that work. So if you have a bigger team and you have 30 people on Shakeology every month, you're not getting paid for all of those check-ins. You're only getting paid if your customer purchases Shakeology again. Remember that, because this would be different if MLMs provided an hourly wage for coaches and they were actually getting paid for follow-ups, paid for inviting, paid for posting, paid for doing Instagram and Facebook videos. And unfortunately, that's not the case, which is so sad, because everyone deserves at least the minimum wage wherever they are. And just because these people are in Beachbody, like they still deserve to be paid for their time, in my opinion.
And this is going to help you track that and make sure that you are doing that and staying disciplined in that activity. The third page in that PDF, as you download that and print that, is the Shakeology Wellness Follow-Up Guide. It's going to help you, as a coach, be able to know what kind of questions to ask when you're doing that follow-up. You don't just want to say like, hey, Sally, are you drinking your Shakeology? And
the example is always Sally. Every single coach always uses Sally as their example made-up coach. I find that so interesting.
They say yes or no, and then you leave it at that. These are going to help you, and it's kind of cool. There's kind of a flow chart for you for weeks 1 through 4. So that first month, when you can check up once a week, you say, hey, are you drinking it daily? If they say yes, celebrate that. Encourage them and encourage them to keep up with that consistency. If they say no, you can ask them. If there's flavor issues, it says see next column, and then you can come over here. Do you like the taste? And you can ask them questions. If no, you can ask how they're preparing it. Are you blending it with ice? Share your favorite recipes with them. And so
I've seen a lot of posts from past Beachbody coaches and even current ones talking about how Shakeology is gross if you don't pair it with other ingredients like almond milk or fruit or spinach or anything. And I find that so funny, because the big major product for Beachbody is Shakeology, and a lot of the coaches who are still in the company don't want to eat it if they don't put other ingredients in it to make it tolerable. If you've been in Beachbody before and you have experience with Shakeology, I'd love to hear it down below. Did you use it just with water and ice, or did you have to put lots of other ingredients in it to make it tolerable for you to eat? Also, another question, did you use it as a meal replacement, or did you just have it like with your breakfast, like added on? I find it weird that they call it a meal replacement, because I looked up the number of calories in Shakeology and it's only 160. No meal is 160 calories. That's not enough to keep you full and satisfied for a whole day, in my opinion.
So forth. So it's a really cool chart to help you ask the right types of questions so that you can make sure that they're enjoying the product, that they're using it consistently, that they're starting to see the benefits. What benefits have you started to see? Have you visited the Shakeology.com site so they can continue to educate themselves on what they're doing with that? So make sure that you're using this. It's going to help you really learn how to ask those questions as a brand new coach.
I appreciate the instructions and the little flow chart based on the responses of your customer, because these coaches don't have the knowledge or the expertise to be actually talking about ingredients in supplements and guiding customers through decisions about the products. And so it's good that there is some guidance and guidelines put in place for these conversations. But as we know, the vast majority of Beachbody coaches are not qualified in this area. And in my opinion, they shouldn't be giving out advice on these kinds of supplements, because we don't know what ingredients could interact with different medication for a variety of different chronic conditions. And it's best just to talk to a healthcare professional or like a dietitian or nutritionist about this stuff. That being said, I appreciate the instructions.
When you get into month 2, we're going to check in at least twice a month. It's going to focus not so much on are you drinking it, because we've created that consistency hopefully with this first month, but you're going to work more on Shakeology education, talking about the different ingredient groups, what those ingredients are actually doing for their insides and for their health, and continue helping them, educate them on that. So there's some sample questions. How would you say Shakeology holds you accountable to your overall health goals? What progress do you want to make this month on your health goals? And there's a few tips there. Okay, so for the third month, you're going to congratulate them on the progress they've made, on their consistency of their healthy goal, their healthy habits and their goals and so forth. There's some sample questions there as well. But I talked about this in the follow-up section, so I'm going to reiterate it real quick. This is so important because you don't want to just follow up until they make the purchase. You want to follow up after the purchase. It's much easier.
I find it interesting with this that they're assuming that Shakeology had a huge role in that person achieving their health and fitness goals. And maybe they're just dedicated, right? Like maybe they were already healthy, maybe they were already working out and eating well, and they were just adding Shakeology onto it. Beachbody coaches are taught to make it seem like these products and programs are the be all end all. And there's absolutely no way to have a healthy lifestyle without these products and these programs. And we know that isn't true. Just because someone lost some weight while they were on Shakeology does not mean it's only because of Shakeology. Again, maybe they work out every day. Maybe they eat really, really healthy. Maybe they go to a dietitian for help. Maybe they go to their doctor for help. And there's always the credit is always placed on the MLM. It's not, wow, look, Josh lost 20 pounds all by himself while using Shakeology. It's like, wow, because of Shakeology, Josh lost 20 pounds. And yes, like this fictional person may have lost the weight using this product, but it's not because of the product. It's because this fictional person was consistent with using the product every day and most likely ate well and worked out.
Easier to keep a customer than it is to find a new customer. Now we're going to consistently working on finding new customers every single month, hitting Success Club every month. That's what we expect. But it's important that you keep those customers engaged as you can. Obviously, we can't make everybody stay on products forever. That's not feasible, not reality. But we're going to do everything in our power to hold them accountable, ask them the right questions, and educate them so that they can do that. And as you do that, your income will begin to compound and to grow, and your clients are going to get results, see results, feel better. As they feel better, they're going to become part of your army of health advocates to go out and help other people as well. And that
health advocates is a new thing. I haven't heard that before this video. Like now Beachbody coaches are health advocates. That's weird because the majority of Beachbody coaches don't have any actual qualifications in health or fitness. So I don't like that. This whole talk about customer retention, again, if this was only sales, nothing wrong with that. That's good business practice because it is less expensive to keep existing customers than it is to find new ones. But you're only wanting to retain your customers on the off chance that you can get them into a free challenge group or a paid group. And then eventually you can get them to become a coach and add them to your downline. So again, I wonder what your motive is. Is it you want them to be healthy, or is it you want them to be in your downline so they add to your team cycle bonus, and if they're your direct member of your direct downline, your matching bonus? I wonder.
That's how you're going to build a team. So let's stay consistent in.
You're only going to build a team if they sign up as a coach, and you're only going to have residual income if all your customers sign up as a coach and you get to the very top of Beachbody like this person is. He said that he has something like 45,000 people in his downline in total. You're not going to have residual income unless you have thousands and thousands and thousands of people in your downline.
In this follow-up, this is a great guide to help you with that. Guys, the fortune is in the follow-up, and that's going to go with this as well.
So that's all I have for today. What do you think about the idea of Beachbody coaches following up with Shakeology customers? And what about that little flow chart that guides them through the conversation? I think that's good because, as I said, the majority of coaches don't have any background in health and fitness. And so it's good that there are guidelines in place to help them guide them through those conversations. And I think it would be worth if these coaches were just left to their own devices and left to figure it out themselves. What do you think about the idea of motive around retaining your customers? Is it because they actually want to help you be healthier and more fit, or is it because they eventually want to add you to your downline? I think it's so important to always remember what is the motive of this coach? Why are they saying what they're saying? And what is their goal? So that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.